G'day YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's video on YouTube. It's been a very relatively hot and muggy night so far because we had a very relatively hot day. And inside here is one of the most fascinating of all insects I'm going to capture. It is a big sized moth. That is massive. Oh man, that is very huge. I think we are dealing with a black underwing moth. Oh, that thing is massive. I want to try and capture this beast. Oh, it's fantastic. Very huge. I wonder if I can try and grab the damn thing without even killing it or squashing it. Oh, yes, I've got it. I might as well just show it to you inside of the house because, hey, this is actually quite a large-sized moth. I'm not really a bit of an entomologist. I've got the moth within my hands. Oh, man, that is massive. It's like doing a bit of a David Attenborough sort of documentary. I do a jump cut. Okay, I'm right over my bedroom and I'm... Whoa! Oh my crikey! That is such a massive thing. I don't know why I bought that. Oh my gosh. Well, there it is. That is such a massive size moth. Oh my gosh. That is suppressively huge. It's like going back to Malaysia. I tell you what, that thing is massive. Oh, I tell you what, it's like doing these David Attenborough programs on the site. That is just a massive size moth. Holy crap. I remember another video. You remember I showed you the yellow underwing? This here is a black underwing moth. And that thing is suppressively huge. Holy mackerel. That's a very huge sized moth. That is a very big sized moth so far. So good. I could really say so. Hey, this thing is being completely and utterly, let's just say, a bit freaked out by the lighting. And it's actually landed on my computer monitor. I'm going to come along and grab it. Oh my gosh. That moth has actually decided to set itself. Oh my gosh, it's actually flying away really fast. Look how fast that damn big thing is. And it's now clinging onto my flipping. Oh, there you go. I've now straightforward decided to handle that thing. Hopefully I'm not going to tamper this critter in a similar fashion to what I did with my spiders. I tried to say with the wild spiders because, hey, guess what? Some random YouTuber. Whoa! Holy crap! It's now escaped again! Oh my gosh! And I'm making it on a very hot night. Oh, I forgot to open the windows out and about to let the critter out. Oh my gosh. That thing is just massive. It's like Mothra from Godzilla. And it's escaping. Where is it? No. Holy crap. That is such a massive size moth. And there you go. There it is. I can just see it. Look how massive this size, this moth is. That is such a massive looking beast. Just absolutely stunning. And I might try and handle this one with such tender loving care. I don't know about you, but I think it's going to be very difficult because it's hung up like that. There you go, this is what happens when I'm trying to handle critters like that. It makes it extremely difficult, and it's actually going into the curtains. Oh man, there it is. It's actually being completely petrified. It's now retreating back and away. Where is the damn moth? It's hiding itself. Ah! Woo-hoo-hoo! It's nearly gone for me. Crikeys! God, that thing just nearly attacked me. Bloody hell! What a giant sized moth. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and straightforward capture this thing. That is quite a massive, so I don't want to hurt it, but I just want to straightforward show to you. Oh my gosh. That is a big size insect. That is very huge. That moth is just ginormous. Crikey O'Reilly's. I could tell what. Such a very huge thing. I tell you what, the other moth I've seen was a, I've never ever seen as a death's head moth. I can't even straightforward reach it for. I can't even get it. But this thing is massive. Come on. You slouching little thing. Oh my god. Oh, and there's a small one right here, eh? Speaking about moths, we've got a small one. That's flipping small. That's actually quite a very huge one. Oh man, I don't know how I'm going to get this. Don't know about you, but hey, this thing is actually quite very huge. I think these guys, yes, I can't even get the moths to, I'm actually having trouble to handle that thing. It's always on the move escaping, and I can't seem to get it out. from its area. It's like this thing just wants to really relentlessly end up out of nowhere. It's just a big sized moth. Trying to reach it with cardboard. And the damn thing just straight for it escapes. What a freakish looking moth. And there you go, you can just see how massive this is. Oh, got it. Okay, so let me handle this critter very carefully, and thank goodness I finally have captured this thing, and I want to show you what it looks like. I tell you what, this moth was really troublesome to handle, but there it is. That is a very large black underwing, and here it is. That is the critter, and it's actually taking a bit of a flight at this point, hey, because this thing is massive. You can see the proboscis on the front. Of course, yes, it's called the black underwing because, hey, it has that there underneath. Although it's said to be black, it's actually more of a darkish brown color. And why am I feeling like that this thing is wanting to take out? Oh my gosh. It's like handling cicadas in Australia, but that thing is, oh man, that is such a huge looking bugger. Crikeys, I'll tell you what, this moth really wants to escape. Such a huge fella, isn't he? And right on top, there's a spider as well too, eh? I might show you what spider it is later on, but this is of course a very beautiful looking critter. I've actually found it inside of the shed, where normally I do backyard gardening and things like that. And this is quite a massive sized moth. I tell you what, it's actually spreading a lot of dust because obviously I think it's something to do with the tool shed. It's very dusty and fairly old. And I have to say, hey mate, I'm actually happy to see such a big critter like this. And it's got like a brown sort of thorax in here. And I'll tell you what, hey, this moth is actually very relatively big. Often the macro-sized moths tend to be fairly active, and this one doesn't want to really relax. It always wants to, fly around all day and all night long. It's very frisky, I tell you. That's one of the most memorable parts about a hot and humid summer's day, is that they just bolt around like fast. And let me just show you. Okay, so its patterns have been deteriorated by me because I was the guy I was actually the guy who has decided to strip off its brown and darkish brownish, sort of bronzy grayish sort of patterns on it, sort of confused with like ashings and fire dust and things like that. But that is just a massive sized critter. I'll tell you what, that thing wants to straightforward take off for itself. Such a huge bug, I tell you what guys, eh? Very huge. I'm sort of petrified that this thing is gonna get out and about to the air and stuff. And there's its beautiful abdomen. Very nice critter. And of course you can see the back of it. Mind you, I tell you what, seriously, I wonder why am I handling critters in a very rough and ready way, especially when I'm handling it next to a newspaper. Oh man, that is such a very massive sized moth. I've never ever came across a moth this size, because the other moth I've seen was a large yellow underwing, which I think I remember talking about this in a video 3 years ago, and that moth was massive. But this thing here is a much larger sort of critter. I think I've seen it, and I think I've probably seen it in my showroom as well too. Moths can turn up anywhere, especially during the hot summer months, and summer is a very popular time if you want to go ahead and do a bit of moth trapping and whatnot. And this thing is just splendid looking. It is just a stunning critter. These critters can be found flying around from about mid-June to mid-September. And they're usually found in like moist areas, damp areas like, riverbanks, wetlands, moorlands, and even floodplain areas and woodland areas, that sort of habitat. They're quite, as I said earlier on before, they're very frisky. And I tell you, there's that proboscis in which they sap on, flowers and a bit of nectar and whatnot, hey? Similar to butterflies, but hey, not all moths are very much, let's just say, bland as their butterfly cousins. Okay, I'm just gonna let this critter fly and see how it goes. I might get into a whole lot of trouble handling this critter about. And is it gonna fly? Whoa! There you go. Oh man, I'm gonna have to open the damn windows to let that thing escape. Because I can't even have that thing right in my neighborhood. That is just a massive sized insect, I tell ya. Very huge. Completely stunning, but I might as well leave the video here, eh? Because, hey, it was pretty fun catching that moth until all of a sudden, bang. Oh, man, I could get into trouble, hey, by catching that very big-sized insect. I better leave this video here, right, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, I need to go ahead and take a flipping shower because I'm very much hot. Please give this video a very good like, subscribe for that videos in the future. And before I should end this video, we've got a few spiders. We've got, of course, there's a daddy long-necked spider, but there's also this very weird black-looking spider, which is actually quite, what is that doing here? My crikeys, can anyone identify this species for me, please? Sorry for the tablet strap that has taken over my video on YouTube because I'm handling a new tablet, which is, of course, an A11 tablet. But can you see that spider? Is that like a male or female spider? I hope it's not one of these, what do you call them, false widows. Oh my crikeys, I tell you what, growing up in Australia would have been an awesome dream, but nah, that's not how it works in the UK. So there you go. It was very nice meeting that giant-sized black underwing moth, a large but fairly common-sized beast hanging around my sheds, and now it's a very beautiful temporary resident in my house, alongside the daddy long-necked spider. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I tell you what, I need a good shower from that point. Bye for now.